What's going on, you guys? Hey, Master here, and today I bring back a brand new video. Now, as you know, there's a lot of controversies and stuff on YouTube all the time, and I'm hoping to bring positivity, and I want to entertain people, and I'm a funny guy, a little bit, and my videos on my Excel Master account, some of them has a lot of cussing in it, and I'm sorry about that, but uh, as you know, there's a been I'm scrolling through TikTok and there's this guy named Tate and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I see him calling out Jake Paul. I see Logan Paul calling him out. No one knew who this guy is 6 months ago, and now 6 months later, and here's this guy talk infamous and everything. Who the fuck does he think he is? He looks like a fucking bald head, penis looking ass, no good around little bitch in my book. And anyways, he has a pyramid scheme going on and everything, and off that topic of him, uh I I started I'm starting this channel up as a real life me and you conversation pretty much with the fan base, and I would like your input back at me, all right? Or whatever I should be talking about, or you guys got any questions, I want you to put it on this channel than my other one, because this channel right here is going to be the one that is like me and you pretty much, so that I can talk to you guys. And so as I'm saying, my name is XL Master. I live in a state. hmm And I want to be a YouTuber, and I always wanted to be one for a long, long years and years, and I want to make it a reality. Because imagine working in a factory and you're like, hey, do this, do that, do this. You could be operator, you could do this, you can do that, and you're like, I want to do something different. I want to be the first one in my family to be successful, in some way or another. But I don't want to, how do I say this, procrastinate, procrastinate about everything, and I honestly would depend on how I feel about stuff, like topics like Andrew Tate, could cause some problems, and I don't want that, you know, but I would, I'm not calling him out or anything. I mean, for crying out loud, if he calls me out, I'll be like, hey, look, give me $1 million and I'll do it. I'm poor. If you want me to do it, I'll give you $1 million, maybe 2 million. You say you got all the money in the world, pretty much. Give me that type of money. That would make my dream come true. I'll let you knock the fuck out of me for $2 million. That's my fucking dream. $2 million. Now, what am I gonna do with the $2 million if I would have done that? Is I would have got a house somewhere and just chill there. Nothing fancy, just a normal house. So I live with you guys. I'm not a crazy person. I love video games. I love horror games, video games. I would love to do stuff in real life as well. I want to use this channel for real life stuff purposes only. My other channel is for gaming. So if you like this content, I hope you like my gaming content. And even though I don't know how to add that channel with this channel together, I'll figure it out and so that you can subscribe to both. Because I'm gonna put a link down in the description of my other channel, and I hope you guys can subscribe to it. This is starting on my new channel, and there's there's gonna be a lot of sit down videos on this, and this is gonna be like a podcast pretty much. Like this channel is pretty much a podcast, just me talking, all right? And the way I see it is that we need to establish some rules. If you ever see me in public, uh, don't overcrowd me. I don't like being overcrowded. It makes me nervous. I don't even like going to a grocery store. Imagine going to a grocery store and you're like, "Hey, look, 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 look! It's that guy! It's that guy! It's that guy!" I don't care if some of you come up to me, but I don't want like millions of people coming up to me. You know, I don't want that. So if you could be respectful, I'm a respectful guy. You know, don't just be respectful around me. Now, if you're a hater, you know what to do. So, like I'm saying, I want to hopefully expand my YouTube career soon. I'm at 36 subscribers on one account. I'm at 4 right here. Hopefully someday it's gonna get higher and higher and higher, and I really appreciate that. But I love to talk. I talk a lot. That's why a lot of my commentary and my gaming videos are like so fucking loud because I'm a loud person. Hey, what did you get for that? I don't know. What did you know? I'm like, yeah. But anyways, like I'm saying, I may be annoying at times, and my jokes are not that funny half the time. But I try my best to entertain you guys, and that's my job. That's what I'm trying to do for you guys. And when people talk to me, especially a guy named Bob, who's a dick, I'm a dick when it comes back to that. He's he called me every name in the fucking book for all I said is so you're finally gonna start telling me stuff, you know? And he's like, you stupid, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, you're a whining little. I hate that guy. Like, literally, I will make a whole video about that guy if you guys leave a like and subscribe. If I get 10 views, 10 subscribers on this channel, I will do a video on that. But I would do a video about my work experience in the factory. Yeah, I will. But in the meantime, uh, in the meantime, I'm just gonna be here talking to you guys, and pretty much talking to myself at the same time. I have pent-up aggression all the time, and there's times where I'm like, I'm about to kick this mother ass and so hard, dude, that he has to eat nails with his fucking ass, like he has to eat his teeth through his ass or something like that. And I'm like, all right. People pisses me off all the time, even at work, because I have to deal with one all the time. Lately we had some Spanish folks come in, and we I was fun with them. I loved hanging out with these guys because even though I didn't understand fully, well, I knew that what they were talking about, kind of. I started to learn all the numbers in Spanish pretty much all the way up to 40, and I started learning some of the sentences too with them. And one of them were helping me out. It was like, hey, 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 hey. And he would bring a translator out, and he's like, hey, 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 I need you. Hey, 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 bro. Hey, look, 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 dude, dude, just look, look. Hey, you, look. And I'm like, oh, that's what it means. So I started to learn, there was a guy I was talking to in Spanish was a, he's a amigo for sure, and I'm like, he's like amigo, fiesta, and I'm like, party? What's fiesta? It's like we were vibing, like I'm talking like vibing. That's how much vibing we've been doing, and I'm like fiesta, chicas, come on, chicas, and he's like fiesta, and I'm like, oh yeah, bro, let's go, dude. And What the fuck am I doing? But yeah, and I was like, Vamonos amigos, and all you see behind me is a whole pack of them walking right behind me. And we're all buddies, you know. They treated me like one of theirs. I treated them like one of mine, you know. I would be like uno to cinco, you know, 1 to 5, you know, and that's how much I would tell them, you know. And every time it was awesome. I loved I loved hanging out with them. I appreciate the experience too about it because it's like something that I never thought possible. And I remember one time a amigo of mine was like, hey, Blanco, Blanco," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? Blanks? Are you shooting blanks?" You know, and anyways, I was talking to one. I'm like, "Alright, hairman, or something like it's something gay, gay. You know, he knew what I was talking about, and I was like, gay. I was just joking with them. I'll be honest with you. When I go back to work next week, I'm gonna miss them, dude. They were my buddies. Oh, dude, they were my buddies. I loved them. I loved them. One, to a couple of them actually almost understood me. I was actually happy about that. But the way I see it is if you find something that you love, just keep pushing forward. It's always in a job. It's always in a job or something like that. Or when you push, or the buddies you find that could help you out, or you can have fun with. Like I said, no, amigos were like my best friends. You know, like they're all cool with me. I was cool with them. You know, we had respect for each other. I always helped them out. They helped me out. I loved hanging out with them all the time. And I appreciate them so much. And they're they're going to the North Planet, and we're getting new Mexicans. I mean, new Spanish folks, and I'm gonna miss them. I'm just gonna miss them. They were buddies. I'll tell you that for sure. They were buddies. And but while that's going on, this old man, 60, at least 60s years old, named Bob, and he's a guy that I never want to work for, and I'm actually happy I'm on vacation because of him. He's always mad at me, make me do everything, and I'm like, bro, get the fuck off my back, you grumpy old lazy ass fool. I was the one cutting all the shit. You cutting my sloppy seconds. I don't want to hear it, you know. Uh, because on the jobs we had to cut them like from the bundles, and so we just cut them. And he ended up cutting the ones that I couldn't get cut real well. But I numbered all the jobs and everything, you know, and I'm taking off all the top boards and everything. And he's over there, you know, doing stuff like standing around doing nothing, you know. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I'm over here dealing with my streams while looking out for all these guys that I'm helping. I'm helping them as well. Mike's not here, and so it's just me and you. You don't even tell me anything, so I sent one to break, and he got mad at me for that. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you're line lead. You're gonna let me do my job. And I was doing my job. I was making it even between all of us, where we had a 20 streams, so we had six. I sent one to break, so that's fine, four each. I can do that. But uh, what the fuck am I supposed to do with six? You know. But anyways, like I was saying, you know, he is a guy that I want him gone because like I said, he was cussing me out and he doesn't do anything other than fix the streams and talk to Mike, my operator. He talks to my operator a lot, and then he goes to me. He's like, "All right, you have the last whatever." While he's sitting there with like the way less than what he should, you know. I'm doing like 5 or 6, you know. There was a time where I was doing 6 of them straight up, 6, and he didn't care. He's sitting there with the 4 fucking streams, and he's like, "Haha, I'm living the best time of my life, man." And I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you're old. I get that. I get you're old. I have a problem with you just because I'm a worker and I work hard every day, and I'm trying to learn the machine right now so that I can move up if my YouTube stuff doesn't work out. And you're over here sitting at nothing, and I'm like, bro, I should be head feed in this situation now because I do most of the work than when you than what you expect me to do, you know. And so anyways, he's a guy that I don't recommend working with. And I'm not trying to diss the guy. And God always says you should always forgive people. How can you forgive someone who's always been a dick to you? That's what I'm saying. So anyways, I'm minding my own business, and I put an earbud in my ear every single day because of him, because I don't want to listen to him. Now, is it against the rules? Yes. Am I doing it for a reason? Yes. I don't like the guy, and my supervisor doesn't even do anything about it. So that's why I don't go to my supervisor about it. I went to my horse truck driver and I was like, "Hey, bro." He's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Bro, Bob just cussed the fuck out of me." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "He called me every single name in the book other than Cracker and White." And he's like, "Oh, bro, just ignore him, just ignore him." I'm like, "All right, all right." And I went to my mom. Me and my mom and my dad works together, and I went to my mom and I'm like, "Hey, listen, I I've been dealing with this problem with this guy for months, and I can't even stand it. And I'm thinking about going to a different shift just because to get away from him." And my mom's like, "Oh, you can't because you have to be on same shift. Same shift as Kelso. It's actually fine. It's fine. It's fine." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know it's fine, but I don't want to deal with this guy anymore because I've been dealing with this guy for months and months and months, and for what reason?" He hates his job, obviously. I'm trying to do my best in my job so that I can get appreciation. I work harder than him, and what do I get in return? Negativity. I always been the nice one on that. I always been nice. Like if I respect you, you respect me. I'll watch your streams for you. I'll be like, "Hey Mike, I'll watch your streams for you." He'd be like, "Yeah, sure, I got you." He's like, "Hey, can you watch my streams?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got you." You know, let him do to go fill up a bottle or something. You know, like that's what I mean. You know, like I respect, you know. I don't watch his streams. I let his streams run up. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about him. Like, if he's gonna be a dick to me, I don't. I'm gonna be a dick back at him. That's how it works. And I so after that big whole him yelling at me, he kept his distance from me, and I'm like, all right. And he thinks I'm a pussy, but I'm like, I don't want to lose my job because of your fucking stupidity. So, anyways, I went on vacation and I've been recording videos, and I'm like, I like these sit down videos so that I can actually talk about stuff without worrying about someone looking coming after me, you know. And that's going to be it for the video. If you like it, please subscribe and I'll have more stories out in the near future. Peace out.